Will the class of 2025 please be seated? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Pan American School of Bahia, I, Jeff Shirk, the secondary school principal, would like to extend a warm welcome to the class of 2025 graduation ceremony. Please take this moment to check all your cellular phones that are turned off to avoid any interruptions. So please turn your phones off if you could. We would like to inform you that today's ceremony is being live streamed on our school's official YouTube channel, allowing friends and family who cannot be here to still be part of this beautiful event. By attending this event, you acknowledge that photos and video footage may be taken and shared for educational and celebratory purposes. Thank you for being part of this memorable day, and what an amazing opportunity to have this hostess graduation in our beautiful auditorium that we built together. Thank you. We would like to begin by singing the national anthems of Brazil and the United States of America. Will the class of 2025 please rise?
Virando Ipirangas, margens plácidas de povo heróico brado retumbante, e o sol da liberdade em raios fúlgidos brilhou no céu da pátria nesse instante. Se o penhor dessa igualdade conseguimos conquistar com braço forte, em teu seio, ó liberdade, desafia o nosso peito à própria morte. O pátria amada, idolatrada, salve, salve. Brasil, um sonho intenso, raio vívido de amor e de esperança, terra desce. Sem teu formoso céu risonho e límpido, a imagem do cruzeiro resplandece. Gigante pela própria natureza, és bela, és forte, impávido colosso. Sim, teu futuro espelha essa grandeza. Terra dourada, entre outras mil, és tu, Brasil, ó pátria amada. Dos filhos desse solo és mãe gentil, pátria amada, Brasil. Oh, so can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the parallels fly, o'er the rainbows we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs burst in the air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The class of 2025, please be seated. Now we would like to invite Ms. Diana Mesquita Cavalcanti, President of the PASB Board of Trustees, to deliver her address.
Boa noite, queridos graduandos, famílias, amigos, educadores e toda a comunidade PASB. É uma honra imensa estar aqui hoje, em nome do Board of Trustees da Pan American School of Bahia, para celebrar a formatura da turma de 2025. Este é um momento que marca o fim de uma etapa importante, mas, mais do que isso, abre portas para novos começos e infinitas possibilidades. Hoje, celebramos vocês, graduandos, por tudo o que conquistaram até aqui e por tudo que ainda vão conquistar. Hoje, mas também celebramos algo maior, a comunidade que tornou esse momento possível. Porque a PASB não é apenas uma escola, é uma associação de pais, uma instituição sem fins lucrativos, construída por famílias, para famílias. E isso faz toda a diferença. Ao escolherem a PASB, cada uma das famílias aqui presentes assumiu um papel ativo, não só no processo educacional de seus filhos, mas na construção diária de uma comunidade de aprendizagem. Aqui, pais não são apenas responsáveis pelas mensalidades, são parceiros, conselheiros, voluntários, líderes. São presença constante e força silenciosa por trás de cada conquista. Como escola, temos o compromisso de oferecer excelência acadêmica, formação global e um ambiente acolhedor. Mas é essa estrutura de governança, baseada na participação das famílias, que nos permite ir além do convencional. Aqui, as decisões são feitas pensando no que é melhor para os alunos, sempre. Não há acionistas, não há lucro, há propósito, há missão. Há valores que orientam cada passo que damos. E o resultado está diante de nós, uma turma preparada para o mundo, que pensa com profundidade, age com responsabilidade e sonha com coragem. Uma turma que cresceu em um ambiente onde cada conquista é compartilhada, cada desafio é enfrentado em conjunto e cada voz tem valor. Graduandos, levem com vocês o que viveram aqui, o poder da comunidade, a força dos valores e o compromisso com algo maior do que si mesmos. Sejam agentes de mudança, sejam construtores de pontes, sejam líderes com propósito. Antes de terminar, quero compartilhar algo pessoal com vocês. Eu também sou alumna da PASB. Caminhei por esses corredores, vivi amizades que carrego até hoje, enfrentei desafios e celebrei conquistas, como vocês estão fazendo agora. E a vida me trouxe de volta. Dessa vez, como mãe de 3 filhos, todos alunos da escola, e como membro do Board of Trustees, assumindo um papel de liderança nessa comunidade que tanto significa para mim. Voltar à PASB é um ato de amor. Acredito profundamente na força transformadora da educação que oferecemos aqui. E acredito, sobretudo, no poder da colaboração genuína, aquela que nasce do envolvimento voluntário, do compromisso coletivo e do desejo sincero de construir juntos um ambiente onde cada aluno possa alcançar seu potencial máximo. E nunca se esqueçam, once a Panther, always a Panther. Ao final dessa cerimônia, assim como eu, vocês farão parte para sempre da comunidade de alumni da PASB. Um vínculo que ultrapassa o tempo e a distância. Um título vitalício que, graças a Deus, vem sem IB Exams, sem Extended Essays e sem TOKs, mas com muito orgulho. Congratulations, Class of 2025. O mundo espera por vocês e está prestes a ganhar muito com isso. Muito obrigada.
We would now like to invite Mr. Ivan Bastos to talk about the Legacy Fund of the class of 2025.
Saúdo os componentes da diretoria da PASB e os professores, na pessoa do nosso superintendente Mike Martel. Saúdo todos os membros do board aqui presentes, na pessoa da presidente do conselho, Diana Cavalcante. Queridos formandos, queridos pais, familiares e amigos aqui presentes. Inicialmente, queria me dirigir à turma de 2025. Parabéns por essa grande conquista. You've made it. You are a class act. We are very proud of you. O dia de hoje é de imensa alegria para todos nós. Que bela jornada. Estamos com os corações em festa pela formatura de vocês, nossos filhos. Vivenciamos de perto os seus primeiros passos como estudantes, a ansiedade do primeiro dia na escola, os primeiros classificadores com tocantes desenhinhos, as primeiras cartinhas, até chegarmos nos complexos exames do IB. Testemunhamos dia após dia o imenso esforço de vocês, as noites mal dormidas, as angústias com as provas e as notas, os múltiplos compromissos, os prazos sempre menores do que os desejados. Aprendemos juntos também que todo esforço traz uma recompensa. E ao longo desses anos nos alegramos muito com cada sorriso de vocês, cada conquista alcançada, as amizades feitas e que ficarão para toda a vida, os festivais internacionais, enfim, grandes momentos, grandes sonhos realizados. Hoje, esse sonho se torna realidade. Ver vocês aqui, concluindo essa etapa, e já com imensos planos para o futuro, nos enche de orgulho e gratidão. Nós, pais, estamos muito gratos, muito agradecidos a essa maravilhosa escola. E a gratidão, como sabemos, é a memória do coração. Quantas memórias afetivas todos nós, principalmente vocês, cultivaram aqui. Nesses corredores, nas salas de aula, dividindo espaços com belos professores, dividindo espaços de convivência. Quantas coisas maravilhosas tivemos a oportunidade de viver juntos, aqui na nossa querida Escola Pan-Americana. A Pan-Americana abriu as portas do mundo para os nossos filhos, e eles nos alegraram, respondendo: estamos prontos, somos a turma de 2025 e queremos fazer história. E diante da belíssima história construída por essa turma brilhante, nós, pais, temos hoje a oportunidade de agradecer um pouco mais, de dar continuidade ao legado que foi iniciado com a família Góes, que há mais de 50 anos exerceu plenamente a generosidade, acreditando na educação, no seu poder transformador, doando o terreno onde hoje está construída a nossa escola. Esse é o propósito do programa de doação Legacy Fund, que foi instituído para permitir que nós deixemos essas marcas de gratidão e de generosidade registradas, gravando na história da escola o nome dessa excepcional turma de 2025, que hoje está se formando. Não há imposição de valor. Qualquer valor é imensamente bem-vindo para o propósito de ajudar a PASB a ser sempre mais e melhor. Até porque generosidade não se mede. Diria que não chega a ser nem mesmo um pedido, mas um convite para todos nós revivermos as memórias dos nossos corações, agradecer e ajudar a projetar um futuro ainda mais sensacional para essa escola que nos trouxe grandes alegrias. Muito obrigado.
The seniors band would like to start this evening by treating all present with a song prepared for this momentous occasion. I invite the students Julia Hebero, Daniele Tavares, and Francisco Truchevsky to come forward and share this moment.
Sou eu que vou seguir você do primeiro rabisco até o beabá. Em todos os desenhos coloridos vou estar. A casa, a montanha, duas nuvens no céu e o sol a sorrir no papel.
Problemas ajudar a resolver, te acompanhar nas provas bimestrais, você vai ver. Serei de você confidente e fiel, se seu pranto molhar meu papel.
Seu amigo, vou lhe dar abrigo se você quiser. Quando surgirem seus primeiros raios de mulher, a vida se abrirá num feroz carrossel e você vai rasgar meu papel.
Está escrito em mim, comigo ficará guardado se lhe dá prazer. A vida segue sempre em frente, o que se há de fazer? Só peço a você um favor, se puder, não me esqueça num canto qualquer. Só peço a você um favor, se puder, não me esqueça num canto qualquer.
We will take this moment to take pictures of our seniors. Please, parents, feel free. A group picture. So we would like to take advantage of this moment when the seniors are together, dressed up with their caps and gowns, to take an official group photo. The photo will be displayed in the school reception for the entire school year. class voted on 2 faculty speakers to address them tonight. Mr. Doug Smith, PASB's IB math teacher, who's completing his 6th year back, but many years before that, and Miss Susana Gonzalez, the school's IB Portuguese teacher, who is completing 7 years at PASB. Let's now welcome Mr. Doug Smith to the podium.
Hi. First, I want to thank you for inviting me to speak here this evening. I have to confess to a certain degree of incredulity at your invitation. It seems like all I've done for the past 2 years is yell at you, be in class before the bell rings, stop talking, do your work, stop talking, get a haircut, put away the nunchakus. I mean, I was so mean. And I struggle to find something of consequence to say this evening, some scintilla of wisdom to enlighten you at this moment. Yeah, that didn't work out. So I tried writing a limerick, but apparently there's not a single word in the English language that rhymes with existential nausea. So I was stymied. Now somebody suggested that I tell a math joke, which is a terrible idea, an awful idea, because I only know the one, and it's an appallingly bad joke. I'm not going to tell the joke, I'm just going to give you the punchline. 7, 8, 9. You can fill in the rest yourself. Hopefully I've taught you how to extrapolate from incomplete data by now. I did make a promise, though, that the speech that I wrote and delivered tonight was going to be completely free of AI. I bet you can't even tell. So in my search for inspiration, I returned to what has worked for me in the past. I looked at some of my favorite books. And I remembered a line from the Russian novelist Fyodor Dostoevsky. He wrote, "A single sacred memory from childhood may one day be your salvation." And I thought, I'll share a memory from my childhood that resonated recently in an entirely unexpected way and may be some of relevance to you tonight. When I was in kindergarten, I was obsessed with the idea of owning a parakeet. I don't know where this obsession came from, but I had these crazy ideas that the parakeet would ride around on my shoulder and we'd have like long conversations. You know, parakeets don't actually do that. Or I had visions of going to school with this parakeet, and if anybody gave me a hard time, I would say, "Cry havoc and let's slip the parakeet of war." And then the parakeet would go wreak my vengeance on my enemies. And yeah, parakeets don't do that either. But on my 6th birthday, my parents finally got me a parakeet. We brought her home, and I named her Tweety Bird. And we put her cage in my room, and she was the first thing I saw when I woke up every morning and the last thing I saw when I went to bed every night. And I was in heaven. I loved that bird, even though she tried to bite me and peck my eyes out. I loved that bird for about 48 hours. Because on the 3rd day that she was with us, I opened the cage to put food in, and she was out like a shot, and I never saw her again. And I was inconsolable. Every day I'd come home from school, I'd get on my bicycle, I'd ride around the neighborhood looking for my bird. Couldn't find her anywhere. And I took an oath at age 6 that I was never going to smile again in my life. True story. And a couple of days later, my mom tells me that the mailman has delivered a letter for me, which I thought was really strange because I was 6 years old. I mean, I'm not literate. I can't read. And she opened it up, and it was a drawing. It was a drawing of my bird, Tweety Bird, on a beach with palm trees and other birds. And at the bottom of the note, Tweety Bird had scrawled a note in crayon. And the note said, "I'm sorry I had to leave, but I can't live in a cage. There are places I have to go. There's adventures I have to have. And though I can't be with you now, I'll always be your friend, and I'll always love you. Signed, Tweety Bird Smith." And that made me so happy. I could understand she needed to be free. That made complete sense to me. And she took my last name. I was really happy about that. And amazingly, a couple of weeks later, another drawing arrived. This time, Tweety Bird was on the Eiffel Tower. And a few weeks after that, another drawing, and she was on the pyramids with a platypus and a flamingo. And every one of the drawings had a note at the bottom. And it said something like, "I'm sorry I had to leave, but I'll always be your friend." And I was so happy. I put those drawings up on my wall, you know. And one day my sister walks in and she goes, "Man, you are so dumb." I go, "What?" She says, "Tweety Bird wasn't sending you those drawings. It was Mom sending you those drawings." And I thought, oh my God, you're right. I thought, how could I have been so blind? I mean, one of the drawings had a drawing of an iceberg with Tweety Bird sitting next to a polar bear and a penguin. They live in opposite poles of the planet. The whole story started to fall apart. I mean, how is a parakeet even going to hold a crayon with those little claws, right? Where's she going to buy a stamp to mail a letter? God, I felt so gullible. And a couple of days later, my mom calls me and said, "Mailman brought you another letter." And I said, "Yeah, Mom, about that." It's like, "You don't have to do that anymore. I know it's you. I know it's not really Tweety Bird sending me these letters. I got wise. I'm not the same naive kid I was last weekend." And she smiled and she understood, but I thought she was a little, maybe a little disappointed. So jump ahead 50 years later, half a century later, and my mother she was diagnosed with an Alzheimer's-like dementia. She lives in a special facility because she can't take care of herself. Whenever I go to the States, I always visit her, and I talk to her. But our conversations are completely one-sided because she's almost totally nonverbal, and she doesn't remember who I am anymore. She doesn't remember who anyone is. And once, a couple of years ago, I was visiting, and I said, "Hey, Mom, do you remember those drawings you used to do with my parakeet?" And she sat up, she looked at me, she smiled, and she said, "I'm sorry I can't be with you, but I'll always love you." And she was so proud of herself. And all I could do was just weep from the wonder of that moment. But even then, it occurred to me, she still didn't know who I was. It wasn't me that she was remembering. What she was remembering were her feelings for me. Then her feelings for me were so strong that the disease could not erase them. And that, to me, is a sacred memory. And the reason I'm telling you about this now is because when I look at you, the class of 2025, I see childhoods filled to bursting with sacred memories. Look at the people that you're sitting with here on the stage tonight. Remember the moments that made you more than friends. Remember the moments that made you family. The classes you were in together, the projects, the trips, the red and the blue tournament, the 2 years of social isolation during the plague, the gymkhana and the haunted house. Those were the moments, and these are the people who helped you become you. And these are the people who can help you remember if you should ever stray. Because when everything else falls away, when memory fades, when our reason fails, there is still some core of our humanity that remains. It is the love we have for the people who we care most about. And that love is irreducible and indelible. So look at each other and hold fast to your childhood memories. I'm honored to have been your teacher. I've loved the time that we've spent together. I wish I'd said that more often, but I meant it every day. God bless you all. Thank you, and good night.
Thank you, Mr. Doug. Let's now welcome Ms. Suzanne Gonzalez to the podium.
Boa noite, comunidade PASB. Boa noite, minha class of 2025. Antes de começar, eu falei com um amigo meu e ele quer mandar um recado para vocês.
Hi, class of 2025. This is it, right, guys? Graduation day. I'm so proud of you. Look how far you have come. Look how much you have learned, how much you have grown, and how much you have changed throughout your high school journey. I'm pretty sure that all of you guys put all of your effort to get where you are right now. And I could not be more proud. When I think about you guys, I will always think about a group that is full of people who are kind, who are warm, who are smart, and who are going to be catalysts of change in the world. You guys are an exceptional group, and I will forever hold you guys in my heart. I love you guys so much, and I wish I could be there physically, but I can't. But I also know that I'm there in so many other ways. So enjoy graduation, enjoy the after party, and enjoy this new phase of your life. Because your life is only starting, and the possibilities are endless. Love you guys.
Agora, partindo de mim, eu quero dizer que me sinto profundamente orgulhosa de vocês. Me sinto genuinamente feliz do capítulo da minha vida que teve a participação dos seus olhares curiosos, das suas perguntas interessantes, dos aprendizados que vi acontecer e do quanto aprendi com vocês. Foram 2 anos os vendo todas as semanas, acompanhando de perto essa coisa delicada que é o crescimento de uma pessoa. Vi vocês refletindo com as memórias póstumas de Brás Cubas sobre o quanto é fácil ocupar o mundo e o quanto é necessário se responsabilizar pelas próprias escolhas. Vi vocês encarando com a metamorfose de Franz Kafka o desconforto de ser visto apenas pela utilidade e aprendendo que todo ser humano merece dignidade, mesmo quando o mundo insiste em tratar como descartável aquilo que não entende. Presenciei vocês experienciando a angústia de como dizer o que se sente, como Fabiano em Vidas Secas, porque mesmo que nós sejamos intelectuais, dizer as coisas com significado requer atenção. Vi vocês rindo com o Alto da Compadecida e entendendo que ali o riso é forma de pensar, não de escapar. Vi vocês lendo Drummond e entendendo que, mesmo diante do medo, ainda vale a pena insistir no humano, no cuidado, no afeto, pelo menos na memória. Afinal, não nos afastemos muito. Vamos de mãos dadas. Vi vocês lendo A Hora da Estrela e enxergando beleza no gesto simples de quem sonha em ir ao cinema ou pintar as unhas de vermelho, só para existir um pouco mais. Houve dias em que vocês precisaram se encantar com aquilo que ainda não viveram, como Miguelinho em Campo Geral, sonhando em ver o mar. Por fim, Saramago nos lembrou que é preciso sair da ilha para ver a ilha. E eu espero que cada um de vocês não esqueça de, mesmo ao partir, voltar sempre a si mesmo. E tem mais um recadinho para vocês colocarem no bolso. Cito aqui algumas palavras do professor Carlos Brito, que está na plateia. Despeço-me com emoção e esperança. Vocês são os filhos que nunca tive e o que construímos juntos vai além da sala de aula. Levem o que aprendemos, respeito, escuta e coragem. De longe fico torcendo. Vocês sempre serão parte da minha história. Ademais, Senhor Agustín, também gostaria de dizer algumas palavras a vocês. Ele também está na plateia. Como em campos de frecias, enfrentastes laberintos de emociones profundas, cada decisión os hizo más fuertes, más libres, más verdaderos. Hoy empieza vuestra gran história, e eu os aplaudo com el alma. Perceberam quando os professores amam vocês? Se somos capazes de imaginar o amor em Deus, é porque antes reconhecemos o amor em nós. E não importa se existe ou qual Deus, o que importa é ter fé, especialmente em si mesmo. Acho, inclusive, que uma das formas mais puras de amor é a atenção. Por isso, lembrem-se, sempre há alguém que ama justamente o que você não gosta em você. As coisas mudam de forma quando mudamos o olhar. Quando vocês entenderem isso, vão perceber que não há detalhe mais bonito do que a atenção. e que é você quem escolhe o que merece o seu tempo. Seja exigente. Uma vez, um jovem sagaz me disse que para ser triste, nós precisamos de motivo, mas para ser feliz, não. E eu nunca vou esquecer disso. Como Guimarães Rosa nos ensinou, através do dito, é que a gente pode ficar sempre alegre, alegre, mesmo com toda coisa ruim acontecendo. E sabe por que o dito diz isso? Porque estamos vivos. Não importa o que aconteça, não importa quantos obstáculos, nãos, prazos, frustrações, corações partidos, estamos vivos. E estar vivo é ter possibilidade. Por isso, sonhe logo com o que você deseja, para começar logo a viver. E nesse caminho, não esqueça de que você não precisa ser uma pessoa perfeita, mas você pode ser uma boa pessoa. Eu penso que todos nós possuímos um pouco de queremos salvar o mundo, mas eu gostaria de lembrar que tudo bem só salvar uma pessoa, e tudo bem se essa pessoa for você. Vocês estão prontos para a próxima fase incrível de suas vidas. Eu confio em vocês. Como nos apontou Clarice Lispector, depois do medo, vem o mundo. Sigamos.
Thank you, Ms. Susie. Now, we would like to invite our PASB President of the Board, Ms. Diana Mesquita Cavalcanti, again, to deliver the Anita Legacy Award.
Boa noite mais uma vez. Todos os anos, nesse momento tão especial, temos a oportunidade de reconhecer alguém que representa, no seu dia a dia, aquilo que acreditamos ser o verdadeiro espírito da nossa escola: a generosidade, o compromisso e o desejo genuíno de fazer a diferença na vida das pessoas. O prêmio Anita Barreto Lagesse leva o nome de uma mulher que sempre acreditou profundamente no poder da comunidade. Anita é uma mãe extraordinária que, desde a época em que suas filhas estudavam aqui, sempre teve uma atuação notável na vida escolar. Mais do que engajada, ela se envolveu de forma profunda, consistente e transformadora. Mesmo após a saída das filhas, sua presença continua marcante. Ela segue colaborando com incansável dedicação para levar nossa comunidade a patamares ainda mais altos de excelência. Seu legado vive em cada família, em cada projeto, em cada passo que damos rumo a uma PASB mais forte, mais unida e mais comprometida com o futuro. Neste ano, temos a imensa alegria e a profunda emoção de reconhecer uma pessoa cuja presença entre nós é marcante. Não apenas pelo que faz, mas pela forma que faz. E ela faz além. Ana Paula Perdiz Bastos é uma mãe presente em todos os sentidos. Ela vive a PASB com entusiasmo, com dedicação e com um amor visível pela escola. Seja vendendo em um bake sale, correndo atrás de patrocínio para o musical, apoiando projetos estudantis como o NHS ou incentivando o engajamento dos pais. Ana Paula está sempre ali, de corpo e, principalmente, de alma. Ela é daquelas pessoas que não perguntam, será que vai dar certo? Mas sim, o que a gente precisa fazer? Vamos juntas. E vê o que precisa ser feito, percebe onde falta uma mão, uma palavra, um incentivo e chega. Leve, generosa, sempre presente, de coração aberto. Quem convive com ela sabe, não estamos falando apenas de participação. Estamos falando de cuidado, de amor e de um senso profundo de responsabilidade afetiva com essa comunidade. Ana Paula, seu exemplo nos inspira, sua dedicação nos fortalece e sua presença faz da PASB um lugar mais acolhedor, mais vibrante e mais humano. Em nome do Board of Trustees, da equipe da PASB e de toda a nossa comunidade, é com enorme gratidão, carinho e profunda admiração que anunciamos você como a ganhadora do Prêmio Anita Barreto Lagesse de 2025. Parabéns e muito obrigado por tudo que você faz e por tudo que você é para esse lugar que temos tanto orgulho de chamar de comunidade, a nossa querida PASB. Vem aqui, por favor, Ana Paula, para receber seu... Continue arrasando pela nossa PASB.
Boa noite a todos. É uma honra para mim estar aqui nesse lugar hoje, não só recebendo esse prêmio, mas recebendo um prêmio com esse nome, com o nome de Anita, que é uma mãe que inspira, é uma mãe que me inspira, e que eu possa seguir honrando esse prêmio e esse legado que ela nos deixou. Que o que eu faço pela PASB, eu faço pelas minhas filhas, eu faço pelos nossos filhos, com o mesmo amor, com a mesma dedicação, para que aqui se torne cada vez mais um lugar de excelência por todos eles. Muito obrigada, gente.
Now I would like to explain the significance of the different honor cords that our students, our seniors, are wearing tonight. The students who are wearing the white cord have a cumulative grade point average of an 85% or higher during their 4-year PASB high school career and are cum laude. Will the students with the white cord please rise? Please be seated. The students who are wearing a red cord have a cumulative grade point average of above a 90% during their PASB high school careers and are magna cum laude. Would the students with the red cords please stand? Please be seated. The students who are wearing the golden cord have a cumulative grade point average of a 95% or better during their PASB high school careers and are summa cum laude. Will the students with the golden cords please rise? Please be seated. In addition, students wearing the white stoles over their tunics are members of the National Honor Society, founded in 1921 by the Association of High School Principals in the United States. Selection is based on the 4 criteria: academic achievement, leadership, service, and character. Will the NHS members please rise? Please be seated. Also wearing dark blue and white intertwined cords are part of the DECA Association. DECA prepares emerging leaders and entrepreneurs for careers in marketing, finance, hospitality, management, business, in schools and colleges worldwide. Will the DECA members please rise? Please be seated. At PASB, all students undertake the rigorous International Baccalaureate Diploma Program and internal assessments. They are wearing the light blue cords in recognition of their hard work and dedication. The students who took the IB exams will receive their final results in July. We are all IBDP students. Please rise. Please be seated. We would like to thank the amazing job done by this year's senior committee. The students have been involved in every aspect of the school's life and helped their colleagues create unforgettable memories during the last school year. Wearing the pink cord, will this year's senior committee please rise? Please be seated. Now we'll hear messages from members of the class of 2025 who will present their senior addresses. We will begin with Maria Eduarda Luz and Luna Carvalho, who will speak about the faculty.
Good evening, parents, teachers, staff, and class of 2025. Thank you for having us. Tonight, it's almost ironic how the roles have flipped. We are standing up here, speaking, while those who have stood and taught us for our entire lives sit and listen.
And the same teachers who once changed our diapers now celebrate our graduation.
Parting ways after every school year always carried quiet sadness. Yet it was comforted by knowing we'd meet in the halls or drop by your classrooms for a quick hello.
But this goodbye doesn't come with the see you next year. It's time for the last clean up, everybody everywhere. It's time to pack up our bags and close our lockers for good. It's time for the final goodbye.
Did you catch that anaphora, Ms. McNew?
We have to admit, we weren't always the most well-behaved class. No wonder we never got the chance to wear jeans on Fridays. Too many SRCs. But you encouraged us in your own, occasionally desperate ways. Pra Rosie used the infamous adesão, adesão. Miss K kept us in line with the classic 5C. Miss Mitchell and her banana split ice cream parties, George and his airheads, Mr. Schneider and his Jolly Ranchers, Miss Carla and her cookies.
You survived our chaos in your classrooms, whether it was Miss V's nail polish-induced asthma attacks or Mr. Kwan's cluelessness about the origin of those bird sounds, or dealing with our late IAs.
Sorry, Miss Hava.
You've shown us that teaching is more than a job. It's Fridays with Miss Keepers. It's popcorn with Miss Gracinha and her honorary students. It's karaoke Fridays with Mr. Agustin. Your passion for teaching was evident in every lesson. It was in how Carlos taught us the difference between a golpe and a revolução.
Que horror, meu Deus.
It was in how Miss McNew never seemed to run out of book recommendations.
It was in how Mr. Pedro scared us with pens down during exams, but still helped poor Mathichellers from 17,000 kilometers away.
Our werewolf and overcooked matches will always be remembered.
See, Ms. McNew, we did it again.
Because when a teacher loves what they teach, their students learn to love learning.
Now, thanks to Susie, we can never look at a billboard again without doing a paper one analysis.
Suzy me, viage.
And learned not only how to solve differential equations with Miss Hava, but that sometimes we just need a break.
With Pro Carmen, we learned that a substantive's definition isn't actually dois pontos.
Explosão.
We survived years of Miss Consul's down, up, and pacer tests.
We imprinted exponential rules in our brains with Mr. Arrigo.
We were convinced to take computer science HL by Mr. Peter.
We laughed at Mr. Molner's funny videos.
Watched Miss Valeria's love for Basquiat.
And waited eagerly for Chico and Simone to dance El Chan.
These memories will forever remain in our hearts.
So this isn't a final goodbye. It's a thank you. A thank you to Mr. Isaias' Meta Mondays and Wabi Sabi Wednesdays that got us through college application season.
A thank you to our favorite crazy white boy, Mr. John, for sharing your PF adventures with us, even though we know you're secretly an FBI agent.
A thank you to Mr. Gabriel for making copper the periodic table's most interesting element, although we still haven't forgiven you for that tram question in the mocks.
A thank you to Miss Ramos, who never forgives us for missing class, but still lets us leave early on Fridays to get cookies.
A thank you to Mr. Doug for jumping headfirst into our crazy senior adventures. How will we ever forget about the magic migration property or your reflection about the word analyze?
Our
A thank you to Miss Vera, who held our hands throughout 2 years of torture.
AKA the IB.
Even when our IAs quite literally exploded cow liver juice on your face.
3 times, right, Nina?
So tonight, we don't just walk away with diplomas. We're walking out with our beloved Peel paragraphs.
Thank you, Miss Davis and Miss Jenny. Now we can't unsee them.
We're walking out knowing how to take it with a grain of salt.
We're walking out with Chico's Aviso aos Navegantes.
We're walking out with your smiles, your advice, your words of encouragement.
Teachers, yes, but also role models, inspirations, shapers of our future, and I dare say, friends. We're leaving your classrooms for good, but we're carrying a piece of you with us.
And we hope we've left a bit of us with you too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Luna and Duda. Delivering a speech on activities in sports, we would like to invite Daniele Tavares and Caterina Lorenzo to the podium.
Good evening, PASB faculty, parents, and fellow classmates. We stand here today as a class that never aimed to merely meet expectations, but to consistently exceed them. And what better way to showcase that than through our extracurriculars?
Our creative journey began early with DI. The fear of public speaking and improvising on the spot made winning first place in São Paulo taste even better. But winning wasn't the most important part. Or at least, that's what we kept telling ourselves after placing last out of 120 teams in Tennessee. Little did we know that 8 years later, we'd still be handling 1-minute instant challenges at senior events. We now realize that organizing the Halloween the seniors in the haunted house on consecutive days may not have been our brightest idea. But even after almost bankrupting the senior committee several times, a few vaquinhas later, we still secured Scion Trio for the after party. Priorities, right?
Obviously. And when we got tired of just being IB students, we became whoever we wanted. We had our own Shrek, Fiona, Aladdin, Ursula, the Pope, Britney Spears, and her mysterious man. Also, let's not forget our talent for defending some of the most questionable regimes at MUN. It's no coincidence that we have not 1, but 2 Secretary Generals in our class.
And even a real UN representative.
Well, beyond our creativity, PASB has taught us the value of helping others. In elementary school, being a junior coach was a synonym of being a cool kid. Years later, that spirit of service turned into waking up early on Saturdays, even after late nights, to support projects.
It meant composting every week, even when it smelled awful and was full of bugs. It meant mobilizing the entire school to support Rio Grande do Sul and spending an entire month sorting through donations. It meant reviving PASB traditions like the NHS Christmas campaign and gathering animal lovers to help our front gate guardians, Chico and Augustina, who will be forever in our hearts. It meant sweating and laughing. But it was all worth it. We earned the Miss Awards, received thankful smiles, and even gained the cutest mascot ever, Mariju.
To call a great athletic might be a bit of a stretch. Perhaps one of our only collective memories in sports is Misanas Maribondo and the brilliant placenta and frango frito intramural teams. Once again, our creativity shining, even in the fields. But we do have some highlights along the years. Who could forget our red, white, and blue gymnastic leotards, or our first estrelinha in capoeira after school? From Tio Guga to Coach Vini, we'll probably get PTSD every time we hear "Prepara, vai!"
And then there was NR. The 10 p.m. hot chocolates, Água da Pedra, Save the Turtles on the Go, and those flashlight lake games when the power went out. Even when only a few of us traveled, the whole class vibrated from a distance, an energy that led our boys' basketball team to reach semifinals for the first time in PASB history, and our girls' soccer team to get first place in 2022 and make it to Final Four for 2 consecutive seasons. This is who we are, supporters, risk-takers, and true Panthers.
Academically, we didn't limit ourselves to the classroom. Over the past years, we've collected over 65 medals in Olympiads, from OBMEP gold medalists to national champions of the Brazilian rocket competition. We'll never forget Matemática Sem Fronteiras, scribbling equations across the whiteboard as controlled chaos erupted and the clock ran down.
Looking back, all of these experiences, whether done simply for cast completion or pure joy, shaped who we are. More than just college acceptance letters, our extracurriculars helped make us well-rounded individuals ready to face the world with confidence and attitude.
Thank you, PASB, for giving us the freedom to lead our own present and build our own future. Thank you to the parents, faculty, and community for constantly challenging us to grow, do more, and be better.
And to our fellow classmates, keep doing the impossible. Keep proving that we are not condemned to mediocrity. We are the PASB class of 2025.
Thank you.
Thank you, Daniele and Katarina. With the speech on community, we would like to invite to the podium Malu Coelho and Andre Goyana.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here with us tonight. For the past 15 years, from Monday to Friday, our mornings began the same way. Walking through the front gate at 7:45 and leaving at 3:15, day in, day out. If you do the math, that's over 20,000 hours. That means we've spent more time at PASB than anywhere else in our lives. More time in these classrooms than in our own bedrooms. More time walking these halls than on family vacations. PASB didn't just witness our childhood, it was our childhood. And somewhere along the way, it stopped being just a school, it became home.
Miss Leda taught us friendship through adventures with Elephant and Piggy, Geronimo Stilton, and Junie B. Jones. Our first taste of financial responsibility came from managing our precious Lucky Books. The red and blue tournaments introduced us to companionship and competition, even if everyone on the losing team also went home with medals. Yet, over time, the comfort of knowing who you'll sit with at lunch, and even the cheap laughs you exchange with a teacher in line, all of it became routine. And like many routines, it became predictable. We were always looking ahead.
I can't wait to be in 5th grade.
I can't wait to have a locker.
I can't wait to stop having advisory.
I can't wait to be done with the IB.
And the big one, I can't wait to graduate. We've all said it. But now that we're here, standing on this stage, before the I can't wait to go to college, we question ourselves. What were we in such a rush for? Ready to leave, we find ourselves holding on to the smallest details, wondering if we should have ever let this place, filled with extraordinary people, become ordinary.
From França, Elival, Wellington, Márcio, Cris, Manuel, Jonatas and Luciano, who greet us every morning bon dia with open smiles and mark the start of each joyful day, and whose support extended to every project, including de Estado para Estado, to Miss Ana Paula, who made our senior year unforgettable with her infinite willingness. To Sinho, Ms. Mel, and Mr. Lucas, who made all of our audible craziness and musical endeavors possible. To the cafeteria staff, Andressa, Dai, Cesar, Vanilda, Wellington, and Carla, who dealt with our last-minute begging at 12:51. To the principals and vice principals, who allowed some of our boldest ideas into fruition and kept others at bay. Mr. Jacob, if you're watching this, I'll never forget that SRC for remodeling the bathroom.
To Grazi, Bruno, and the marketing team that not only eternalized our moments, but made themselves present and available, supporting every one of our projects. To Miss Pietra, who joined us not long ago, but instantly became part of everything, showing up to every event, always ready to help, and giving me the final push to apply ID when I needed it the most. To Tio Ivan Bastos, Tia Laura Tarrago, and Tio Bruno Costa, who represented our class at the board. To Tio PG, who followed and fueled our crazy inventions from the 3D human-sized Eiffel Tower in 6th grade to the best haunted house ever. And to every parent, grandparent, sibling, and friend who walked this journey with us. Thank you, from the bottom of our hearts.
Deep down, we know no community is like PASB's. No other place will ever foster and care for us the way this institution has. As we became older and developed our divergences, this community celebrated diversity. As we grew our interests, it encouraged us to explore the world. And now, as we stand here today, looking out into the world, it supports us and tells us that it is in fact within our reach. We will always carry a piece of PASB with us, a piece of a community so ever-loving and kind, which really makes us question, how could we have been so lucky?
Now, as we look around, what an honor it is to be the first class to celebrate our graduation in this auditorium. A brand new space already filled with memories. A space that reflects what PASB does best, build, support, and make room for its students to grow.
So on behalf of the class of 2025, thank you for every hour, every smile, every moment that made this place our second home, and a home we will never forget.
Thank you, Malu and Andre. At last, we will have Julia Ribeiro and João Gonzalez presenting a speech to the class of 2025.
Good evening, PASB staff, families, guests, and most of all, to the class of 2025. In 2009, we walked into the school with backpacks too big for our bags and dreams we didn't even understand. We were learning how to write our names in block letters, tie our shoes, and say thank you in more than one language. Now, we stand here today, ready to walk out, not just with diplomas in our hands, but with something far greater, a legacy.
The last shot. We really committed to that. Sometimes way too much. We truly embraced every opportunity like it was the last. We took every senior event and gave it our own touch. From dancing with the white chicks at the gincana, building giant mushrooms for the Halloween the seniors, and sweating profusely at the senior clap-outs, we lived every moment intensely. And even in the midst of applications and IB exams, when everything was so overwhelming that we felt like we were falling apart, there was always someone there to say,
Bora querer?
And the answer was always yes. Yes, we want this. Yes, we're still in it. Yes, we're going to give it our all. And we wanted it so much that here we are. Dream schools, dream futures. We did that. After all, why aim for an IB7 when you can aim for an IB8?
I remember when we first got our school email addresses back in first grade. They all started with 25, and we had no idea why. So we asked Mr. Igor, and he told us, that's the year you graduate, the class of 2025. We couldn't believe it. That year felt like forever away.
And yet, here we are. Year after year, we watched ourselves becoming the people we once looked up to, from little kids to young adults, ready to brave the world.
If there's something I've learned these past few years is that when you're surrounded by greatness, you will want to be great. And we've been surrounded by greatness every single day. Not necessarily because we are all future Nobel Prize winners, although Kachi, call us when you get there, but because of the way we've always shown up for one another.
What's made our class different is how we inspire each other constantly. How watching our friends and classmates achieve their objectives has driven us to achieve our own. And how we cheer each other on every single day.
But what makes our legacy? It's not just the numbers or trophies. It lives in the everyday moments.
In the thrill of sending a last-minute class email begging a teacher to postpone a test and actually hearing yes.
In figurinhas, inside jokes, and group chats that got us through the roughest weeks.
In the hours spent under the big tree, the chaos of the Cubículo Mil Grau, and the endless debates at the round senior committee table.
In the hallway laughs and tears after a brutal exam.
In the way we learn how to read with the same people we're standing beside now, celebrating college acceptances and dreaming of what comes next.
And that what's legacy is all about. It's not just what we take with us, it's what we leave behind.
Today, we carry roots and wings. Roots to remind us where we came from, and wings to take us where we've always dreamed of going.
But no matter where we go, every time we run to each other from now on, whether in 1 or 50 years, anywhere in the world, one look will be enough to bring it all back, as if nothing has changed, even when everything has.
As one of our favorite childhood characters, Winnie the Pooh, once said, "How lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard."
So let's not look at this as a goodbye.
Instead, it's the moment we stop looking up to the legacy and starts becoming a part of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Julia and Joel. And now the seniors would like to offer you a review of the past 16 years, a long time, of the class of 2025 through a video. Please turn your attention to the viewing screen. A special thanks to Julia Ribeiro for putting this video together.
Where'd all the time go? It's starting to fly. See how the hands go, waving goodbye. You know I get so forgetful when I look in your eyes. Now she's walking backward through a parade, and I'm stuck in the shadow, blocking the shade. There ain't no way to sweep up the mess that we made. She gets dressed up like a pillow, so she's always in bed. Flowers for the sick and dead. She's on the go, way too fast and way too slow. She'll turn the stone in hospitals and funeral homes. And when the fog rises, somebody sighs who is not in disguise anymore. women in December.
Descreva em uma palavra a sensação de estar indo pro senior year. Emocionante.
Gratidão!
Saudade.
Excited.
Esperança.
Medo. Medo.
Muito medo.
Impressionante.
Emocionante.
Felicidade. Gratificante.
Nostalgia.
Finalmente.
Desespero.
Oi pro vlog do primeiro dia.
Absolutely amazing. It is now my pleasure to present the superintendent of the Pan American School of Bahia, Mr. Michael Martel, to present the Peter Noel Award.
Thank you. Good evening, parents, teachers, guests, friends, and our graduates. For those that don't know, the Peter M. Noel Award was first, Peter Noel worked in the school in the late 70s and early 80s as a secondary social studies teacher. There was a tragic accident during a class trip, and he passed away shortly afterwards. To honor his memory, his wife began this award, and it's given to one of our students who represents sort of the finest qualities of what it means to be a Panther. On behalf of the entire faculty of the Pan American School of Bahia, I am very honored to present the Peter M. Noel Award. The award is granted to an outstanding member of the senior class who demonstrates a proactive concern about the world around them, as well as possesses a positive attitude towards life and works diligently to promote good relations between their peers. Our earliest form of the portrait of a Panther and all things good about being a PASB Panther. This year's award goes to Catarina Lorenzo.
Well, this wasn't planned, and usually I have a lot of words to say, but receiving this award makes me very grateful, and PASB has been a very important part of my journey. As I got here when I was 2 to 3 years old, and now we are all leaving. And I know that if it wasn't for the community that I grew up in and the opportunities that I had here, I wouldn't be able to go out to the world and look to see what I, as a person, as a student, and as a member of the PASB community can make, use my actions to make the world a better place. And so I just want to express my gratitude, and I also want to say that this award represents a lot of who we become growing up in this community, and I think this award should be given to every single student that is sitting here and is present here, because I think that we all leave this place as change makers, ready to take on the world, any challenges, and to make the world a better place. So thank you.
Now for the diploma presentation, I would like to invite Ms. Gianna Mesquita Cavalcanti, President of the Board, Ms. Roberta Rodriguez, Brazilian Program Director, Mr. Michael Martel, to present the diplomas to the class of 2025. Our candidates for graduation must meet rigorous set of requirements to earn the Pan American School of Bahia's high school diploma. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and school administration, I would like to certify as the secondary principal that all candidates who are about to receive the official high school diploma have met the PASB graduation requirements and all additional standards set by the accreditation agencies, the New England Association of Colleges and Schools. Their successful completion of these requirements allow us to confirm upon them the title of high school graduate.
Nossos candidatos à graduação devem atender a um rigoroso conjunto de exigências para receberem o certificado do ensino médio da Escola Pan-Americana da Bahia. Em nome do Conselho Diretivo e da administração da escola, Gostaria de certificar, como diretora do Programa Brasileiro, que todos os candidatos que recebem um certificado oficial do ensino médio hoje cumpriram plenamente todos os requisitos de graduação da Escola Pan-Americana da Bahia e também todas as normas complementares do Ministério da Educação e Cultura. Com todos esses requisitos cumpridos, podemos conferir-lhes o título de concluintes do ensino médio com todos os direitos e honras que lhes foram conferidos. Ladies and gentlemen, our class of 2025 candidates for graduation. Will the front row please rise? Anaïs Thompson Brissier. André Matos e Goiana. Beatriz Crishigno de Santana. Beatriz Lemos Passos Guimarães. Bruno Brandão Maciel. Carlos Henrique Najar Filho. Carolina Sequeiros Tanuri Vilalva. Catarina Davi Ferreira. Catarina Lorenzo Almeida. Catarina Saito Novaes. Please be seated. Will the students in the second row please rise? Daniele de Castro Leles Tavares. David Marque Pires Mota. Douglas Ventura Lessa. Felipe Homem da Costa de Moura Esteves. Francisco Barreto de Araújo Khrushchevsky. Guilherme Aberruzen Andrade. Henrique Souza Vilas Boas. Iago Fraga Costa. Ian Vitor Oliveira Damasceno Santos. Isabela Simon Martinez. João Davi Vieira de Oliveira. Please be seated. Will the students in the third row please rise? João Vasconcelos Gonçalves. Júlia Santana Ribeiro. Leandro Passos Pinca. Letícia Simões Alban. Luana Mandeli Menezes. Lucas Barreto de Araújo Barros. Luna Peixoto de Jesus Carvalho. Malu Branco Coelho. Maria Eduarda Padilha Luz. Maria Heloísa de Sá Sarmento. Maria Luísa Borges Botura Oliveira. Please be seated. Will the students in the back row please rise? Maria Luísa Ruiza Berruzen Miranda. Maria Paula Borges da Silva Lima. At this time, I would like to invite to the stage Ms. Laura Tarragó, former board member and proud mother, to present the diploma to her daughter, Martina Escartin Tarragó. I would like to invite to the stage Mr. Bruno Costa, former board member and proud father, to present a diploma to his son, Miguel Fontes Costa. Pedro Mendonça Heitor de Paula. Pedro José de Meireles Fonseca. Rafaela Andrade Rezende Ramos. I would like to invite to the stage Mr. Ivan Bastos, former board member and proud father, to present the diploma to his son, Rodrigo Sacramento Bastos. Sofia Chediak Souza. Sofia Miller Góes de Araújo. Sofia Munhoz Coutinho. Please be seated.
I'd just like to remind everybody to turn in your translation headsets and gowns and everything to the music room when we're finished. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2025 and the PASME administration would like to thank you for celebrating with us this evening. In just a few minutes, we invite you to join us for refreshments following the ceremony downstairs at NPR in the foyer area. Will the class of 2025 please rise? To the class of 2025, I ask you to take the tassel in your hand and move it from the right side to the left side of your cap. This act signifies that you have officially graduated from the Pan American School of Bahia, joining the ranks of the alumni who have graduated from PASB in the school's 64-year history. And now for the moment we have all been waiting for. It is my honor to present to you the graduates of the class of 2025. And music. The music. It is my honor to present to you the graduates of the class of 2025. You may now throw your caps in the air. Congratulations.